I'm Flabby Hoffman, musician, writer, producer, promoter, and tree surgeon. What you're about to see is an experiment in radio that I put together called the Flabby Hoffman Radio Extravagonzo. I started the show as a weekly series on AM radio here in Chicago to connect it with a local TV series that I do and a bunch of live shows that I promote on the comedy and rock circuit. The objective was to put together a self-contained network where artists could develop their career without them having to either compromise their art or make sacrifices of their time towards marketing when they should really be focusing on creating great art. I think it sucks that society has become so plastic that nobody can do art on their own terms. The creative people aren't allowed to make the decisions in our culture anymore. It's all decided by marketing people and, I don't know, psyops pros. Sometimes it seems more like social engineering than entertainment. In the grand scheme of things, we are a single grain of sand in a media universe that is dominated by a world that's one giant beach. There's no merit-based success for people like us. There's no charted path. There's no farm system for the development of the creative spirit. There's no nurturing of the artistic impulse. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Everybody that we see in our culture today seems to be given their opportunities based on how phony and surface-minded they are. I've been marginalized. I've been patriot acted. I've been harassed, tortured. I've had goons invade my apartment, emails that never get through, and voicemails that don't get delivered, and they'll tell you that we're the land of the free and that we have a freedom of speech until you try to use it and try to make something out of it. And from that point on, you're an enemy of the state. But enough about me. Let's get on with the business at hand, ladies and gentlemen, as we present to you a little something that I like to call Flabby Hoffman's Radio Extravagonzo. And I think that you'll find, after even just a few minutes of watching this movie, that the true path to freedom and happiness is through awareness.
I just want a little immunity. I don't know if that's real, man. Hey kids, I'm Captain Sparkles. Watch my show. Come see. I'll take you to the playhouse and you can play with me. Everybody. I was the leader. I was Captain Sparkles' magic playhouse, you know? Hey kids! Oh, sorry. Yeah. Back in the 70s. You wouldn't catch me not being spoon-fed by Thai boys, lady boys, caviar, you know. And now I'm sleeping in a box again.
I'm Richie Bitch, and I am so pleased that I have joined the show. I'm destroying the show from within just for titters and giggles. My family and I are teaming up with the Koch brothers to forward our proletariat urban drug development, or PUD. It's been a joy to meet all the different characters, just all the great unwashed. I had no idea people lived in such squalor.
My name is Darren Marshall, also known as the Minister of Useless Information on the Flabby Hoffman radio Extravagonzo. Corporations are sucking the blood out of our hearts and replacing it with poison.
I don't particularly even like the show. I don't get half the jokes. I just run the board. That's kind of all I do.
Hi, I'm Shag, and I'm sort of a, attempted performer about town over 17 years now or so, and I'm sort of the token absurdly late guy for the Flabby Hoffman Extrava, or whatever it's called. I never get there in time to really hear anything. It's a new record today, 4 minutes before the end of the show.
Flabby's show has the 3 G's of good times. Graphic sex, graphic violence, and graphic bongs.
Lizard Feldman. Director, writer, producer, collector, bon vivant. We did a movie last year. I shot it. Then I left it on a chair in a free clinic. So I dubbed the first movie in a combination of Portuguese and Morse code. I lived in New York City for about 2.5 days, and it's in a Portuguese neighborhood right outside Manhattan. Have you ever heard those people argue? Yeah. Hey, does anybody know where I can get some fresh papaya? Or a pumice stone? My first movie, Journey to the Center, Spice Wagon, won a Peabody Award. I can't remember what that vision was, but I know that I had it. But you know what they say. Ask not what your huff rag can do for you, but what you can do for your huff rag. The most important thing I want people to take away from this movie is take away from this movie.
The Flabby Hoffman'S Radio Extravagonzo is really a court-mandated battleground for the soul of America between me and the Deacon Coleman. The Deacon and I get along like a urinal wafer in a ladies' room.
Now what's interesting about a fellow like Flabby is I want to rise him up from the guttermost to the uttermost.
I must admit it's actually kind of fun going toe-to-toe with a toxic, venomous proponent of evil like the Deacon Coleman for 3 hours every week.
Now just between you and me, I found Flabby Hoffman to be a profane man, an unclean man, an abomination in the eyes of my Lord.
Anyone with even a flickering brain cell in the back of their gray matter would see through the Deacon's act in a heartbeat, provided they had a heartbeat.
Now, one thing I found interesting working with Flabby is he makes Karl Marx look like that fellow Karl Rove.
Deacon is a little to the right of Attila the Hun.
Now, one thing I've learned doing this radio show is that Flabby Hoffman is a punishment in a society for those that would believe in a Flabby Hoffman.
I never really thought about the Deacon as being about saving souls. I see him as being more about saving his accounts. It's not that he's the only one to put a price tag on religion, it's just that he does it better than anyone else. Well, let's just say that he's not a cheap date.
They say, Deacon, why do you look so good? Why do you need so much money for your wardrobe? Because you cannot fight the devil in an off-the-rack suit. You cannot earn your wings unless you feather your nest. Now, what I have is a personal relationship with the Lord, and he has a private plan for all of us. But for this old Deacon, he wants a private plane. They ask me, they say, Deacon, why do you drive a Cadillac? Because you could not fight the devil in a Subaru. If you seek the Lord with only spare change, then you might get shortchanged.
I like the Deacon. He's a nice man. He's becoming an uber bitch, that Deacon.
I've got some kind of counselor in front of my intents, acting like a vagabond and destroying the
Of Germany's first chancellor, Flabby. Do you remember Otto von Bismarck? He once said that there is a special providence for drunkards, fools in the United States of America. And people like you who bash this country make me sick.
I have a theory about the Hindenburg. I believe that the Hindenburg was not an accident, as so many people think. I think the Hindenburg was a sort of kamikaze / Al-Qaeda 9/11 type style attack where they sent the Hindenburg out to plow itself into New Jersey in an attempt to destroy the United States. And it's a miracle that we didn't enter the war there like they intended. They intended for the Hindenburg trying to destroy that tower in New Jersey, I think was a blatant act of war, just like Al-Qaeda taking down the Trade Center.
Oh, the humanity!
Exactly.
I don't think you should be bringing such silliness into discussions of serious topics.
Like Jay Cutler.
Well, the high-minded show like this, he's right.
Sports.
We have a responsibility. We're on
All
AM
sports.
radio, damn it. Tell us that you've got big news. A nice little Kickstarter to your career.
I am the new cast member of the Laugh Factory.
What do they do at the Laugh Factory?
Laugh.
make laughs.
Yeah, we force people to laugh.
At gunpoint.
Well, through a
You're a heck
series
of a
of
salesman,
physical
Andrew.
intimidation.
And they also build.
Better laugh.
They also in their Pacific Rim. They have a Pacific Rim factory, laugh factory out there where they build iPhones.
Oh.
Also.
And where is this
a
laugh
lot
factory?
of ballyhoo about how many comedians have killed themselves at that Foxconn chapter of the Laugh Factory due to severely poor
but
working
their
conditions.
departures were glorious and fabled.
As well they should have been. Andrew, in your opinion, is the male multiple orgasm a myth?
Yes.
Oh, Jackie was
Somebody has an experience.
Jackie was about ready to freak out.
What were you doing last
It's
night?
not, and I'm often jealous.
Oh! We learned two things with that statement. The fact that she's seen a male multiple orgasm happen and that she has had one herself.
Is
that two birds in a bush then?
We know that she's been led to believe that she's seen a male multiple orgasm. I'd like to see the evidence.
Oh, I ate it, sorry.
Oh. Baby killer.
Both of them?
Swallowing is murder, lady. I want you to know that. Swallowing is murder.
We're joined now by Monica Lewinsky.
Can a vegan swallow at the tail end of a blowjob?
Ah!
Karen, maybe you could throw some light on that.
Yeah, no, it's unfortunately against their religion.
I read that actually the reason they put those, they put those. What are they called again? Speed light cameras.
It's for the children.
No, the speed cameras.
And those red light cameras.
Yeah.
The reason they put those there is actually to deter rich people from going into poor neighborhoods and buying drugs.
Oh,
that's why. So that way, because then they get a red light, and it's like, why are you
like the one on Irving Park?
I was going to mention that one. That is my favorite. That one is my favorite speed camera in the entire city. Because they're all about safety and keeping the kids safe. So putting one on the cemetery in Irving Park is such a good spot to keep kids safe. It's got nothing to do with catching the suburbanite Cub fans on the way home from the game. No, it's got nothing to do with it.
What if they're visiting their grandma's grave?
Yeah,
but it's funny.
What's your
I
speed?
tried when they first installed the cameras, and I looked at the list and saw that they were all in poor and blue-collar neighborhoods. I decided to try and figure out what the real statistics were of, traffic. Oriented fatalities of kids near schools and parks, and the number is so statistically low that they don't even really keep track of it.
Yeah.
What kids are really getting hurt by is flat screen TVs improperly mounted on walls falling on the kids.
Is that actually
statistically
more probable?
It's much more probable, and it's actually a huge number.
I hate that and love that at the same time.
Yeah. So what they should be doing is they should go into people's houses and see if their wall-mounted flat-screen TVs are properly installed, and if not, they should haul them off to debtor's prison.
But I like these cameras. You know why? Because Dad, trying to save money growing up, for our family portrait, he would suit us up in our Sunday best, load us up in back of the F-150, run a red light, and we get our family portrait 3 days later in the mail.
Oh, you know what? They should have that as part of the ticket process.
I think that's why they have them in the poor neighborhoods.
Like they do at Disney World, where they show not only do they send you the ticket violation over the thing, but you can buy the picture for another $12 of you flying through the light going like this, like going, like swearing that they got you, and you're like, you see the flash go off, you're like, and then they sell you the picture $12, you get the option to do it. They give you a nice little frame, like I got busted.
Nice little paper cardboard frame.
Yeah. Put that picture on your driver's license.
The Irving Park Cemetery speed camera ride. In what ways do you feel like the common man's free speech has been compromised in modern society? Please list at least 47 examples and provide your example as part of your elaborate answer.
Well, I do have to go to the bathroom. So
okay. Somebody give him a cup. So Miss Nikki, if Iggy Pop is worth $1 million in prizes as he portrays himself as in the song "Lust for Life," how much in prizes would Ryan Seacrest be worth?
Oh, geez. He would not even be a nickel machine that you lose your change in at the jewel. This guy, you know, I mean, not for nothing. I mean, this guy has got more money than he could shake a stick at just by cranking out all the crazy families that he can put in front of TV cameras.
World's oldest teenager.
Pretty much. I mean, it's just like, oh, are you guys dysfunctional? Come on, let's bring a camera crew to your house.
You know, people like me, we're out there pushing the envelope, trying our very best to challenge authority, to question the modern day scruples and
then here I am voting for this billionaire.
Normalities and tear down all the icons that have been foisted upon us. Icons like Britney Spears.
Oh.
Icons like a Katy Perry.
Oh, yeah.
Katy Perry, whose fan base is a bunch of 13, 14-year-olds, 12-year-olds even.
Well, that's right.
And she does songs about going on blackout drunk benders where she gets arrested. She wakes up next to somebody she doesn't know after clearly having been raped while she was blacked out with bruises all over her body and her entire apartment destroyed, and says it thinks it's a good thing and that she can't wait to do it again next week. That's the type of thing that I'm speaking out against, Deacon, because that's what's turning our society and our culture into a bunch of maniacs.
I thought it was
these elections are just a symptom. The real problem is the aristocracy and the corporations who have consolidated their way into taking ultimate, absolute control over everything in our culture and turning us into a bunch of zombie, plastic-headed Barbie dolls.
I'm glad you...
Have you guys ever watched the movie Spartacus while in the company of other men, fully greased up, wearing a crotchless thong?
My experience with the, what is it called again? The Flabby Hoffman Radio Extravaganza. I've been on the Flabby Hoffman Radio Extravaganza, and it was an interesting experience. I never knew you could pack so many people with so many bits into such a tiny space. It's a pretty cool independent radio show. I was excited. I've worked with on Flabby's projects a lot, and he gives a lot of opportunities for artists to practice their craft. He gives us a generous amount of stage time on, like at Flabby at the Abbey. But I went to the building where the radio show was, and I walked into the hallway, and it was this beautiful painted hallway with white trim and mirrors, and I was like, wow, Flabby is coming up in the world. And then we got in this kind of artsy elevator, and the space opened into this dark interior where some guy was passed out on the couch, and it smelled like a dirty hat. And I thought, oh yeah, this is what I'm used to. But actually it was a really fun experience. There was some sort of, a lot of juvenile sexual innuendo and banter, but between that we also talked about different things going on in the media, and we also talked about our experiences as comics, and like there was a band there and they sang and we were all together. It was a lot of fun. Is there anything else you wanted me to say, Flabby?
Oh, Flabby? He's been on the circuit forever. I mean, he must have booked like 1,000 shows.
Nowadays, it's all novelty. It's all, factory fabricated pop music, and artists like ourselves are kind of lost and wandering around and working with a guy like Flabby, who takes our weirdness under his wing and gives us the opportunity to be as weird as we want, but at the same time, musically right on. It's a thing of beauty. We've done at least, I've been working with Flabby 10 years, right? And I know the drill. We do a Flabby show, wake up in the morning a little groggy, go to Walgreens, pick up some penicillin, boom, I'll be all right. It's a rocky road to recovery, but you learn how to deal with it. You learn how to get through.
I mean, there's Chicago legends, and then there's Chicago legends. I mean, talking about people that come and leave their mark on Chicago, that change the culture, that heighten our sense of our own awareness about comedy, about politics, about being passionate about something. I mean, it's few and far in between. You just don't see people that come along and build something from nothing and put Chicago on the map for something that's so beautiful and glorious and organic. I mean, talk about comedic legends. This is about David Schwimmer, right?
Flabby Hoffman.
Oh.
No, listen, I'll do this all.
Yeah, man. Libby Hoffman is the best comedian ever. I gotta go, guys. Thanks.
My name is Sam Baroni. I'm a comedian. I was gonna be featured on Flabby Hoffman'S Radio Extravaganza, but instead, I was too busy finishing up a puzzle.
I played a number of Flabby Hoffman gigs. I've been in his Flabby Hoffman Festival. I mean, after all, a gig is a gig, wherever you can get it, no matter what. Even if it's just some dinky bar in the middle of nowhere, like most of the places that Flabby has. But hey, why not? I'll play. Flabby's a good guy. What the heck?
All these people he works with, I don't want to use the word cult, but he's a dangerous man.
Just make the call, all right? Yeah, just let
Excuse me,
him know.
Mr. Master Bateman. We're here with the Flabby Hoffman Radio Extravaganza movie. We're trying to get back. We're trying to get back to.
Hold on, this guy is bugging me over here.
Can you tell us a little about what you think of the Flabby Hoffman Radio Extravaganza?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Anyway, yeah, just have him call me.
So I got on the showcase and met this guy, Flabby Hoffman, which I didn't really realize who it was I was talking to or whatever. It just kind of was like, okay, a new way for me to get on a show, But after doing a couple of shows as a guest, in different venues, I started hearing more about him, and then it kind of got me into the mindset of doing more for myself, to maybe to produce or to even host shows. So I let him know what was going on, and one day he kind of just comes to me, he was like, hey, you want a chance to kind of host this place if you're not doing anything else? And I was excited because it was like this is the first time I got a chance to even host anything and to get Big Head into a bigger, noticeable frame. It was like everything,
He's very erotic and sensual, and not towards me, but towards, not that I know of, but I've always wanted to be on the show. I think he's a great guy. Great body, just everything, just aligns. He's like a Ferrari and he'll do whatever he wants too. He's like a man of his own. Like he is like, his radio show is like it's like international waters. You can do whatever you want. He says whatever he wants.
Hi, I'm Johnny Cuevas. I met Flabby a few years ago at an AA meeting in Delaware. I like to go to AA meetings when I leave town because they know where to get the best drugs.
Flabby is the type of man who gives comedians like me, Murphy Rowe, a chance in this type of industry. I mean, how can a guy that looks this handsome make people laugh so hard? Flabby finds a way, and it's great. I love him as a producer. He's a great guy. Can't say enough about Flabby Hoffman. Can't say enough about how attractive I am.
Flabby Hoffman's Radio Extravaganzo. It is amazing. The space that we're in is awesome. It is a total creative experience, and you've got to be a part of it. That's all I've got to say.
I got the wonderful opportunity a few times to be on the Flabby Hoffman Radio Extravaganza show, and it's a great opportunity for artists of all different fields to be able to express themselves. And sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you feel like you just got hit in the nuts. And sometimes Flabby Hoffman busts a nut on your face.
And chest.
And chest.
Yeah. I love the radio. And, you play a lot of Deep Purple. It's kind of up my alley.
I play Deep Purple in Japan, cover to cover.
Where I usually hang out is on the Tatsunuki Highway around the bend.
Right.
That's where we met.
Right, of course I remember. How could I forget? They still have the scar.
Without Flabby, I'd never be able to be cooped up in a tiny little room with a bunch of dudes being the only lady. It reminds me of the time I got my first job downtown, and I was in an elevator with 10 dudes in business suits, and I just closed my eyes and rode the yuppie train. And I'm really horny now, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's all great, okay? Everything's great. You're great. It's all great, okay? Gotta go. Anyway, yeah, so 9 a.m.? Oh, it's kind of early for me.
Man, I've been doing shows with Flabby Hoffman and some of the people he has that works with him for a number of years now. It was one of the first things I did when I moved back to Chicago, just because Flabby's always given newer comics a chance to get stage time. And over the years, all the different things they've allowed me to do, all the different shows I've gotten to do, have just helped me build my act to get to a point where I actually get to travel some now. So it's been good getting a chance to work with Flabby and Ricky and all the people that help him out with all the shows he's doing.
I always have to finish up a puzzle as soon as I start it. I don't like people that start puzzles and then don't finish them, okay? It's a commitment. You have to do it. I also don't like people that do puzzles, finish them, and then take it apart after. You gotta glue that stuff down and you gotta put it on the wall.
I relate to Flabby because his interests is a wide scope. Everything from the spaghetti monster to the challenge of having sex with a floating, helium-filled love doll. And I like Flabby for that. I think he's unique. I think he's humble. And I think he's blunt when you don't realize it.
What this man has done and continues to do for the independent artist is amazing. There is zero reward in it financially or emotionally, but he continues to do
sexually.
it. And thank goodness for that. But there is nothing that this guy won't do to give an independent artist a voice, be he comedian, actor, improviser, musician, or dog catcher. And look at the empire we have built together. That's right. Like a railroad heading for San Francisco.
I've made up my mind, Flabby, and I'm keeping the baby.
Slate yourself with your name, how you wanted to appear in the movie.
All right, well, my name is Tom Looney. I have a huge cock. Anybody ever tells you you have a small penis, you say, okay, let me stick it in your ass. Then suddenly it's huge.
When Flabby's around, my D-cups runneth over.
Oh, yeah. See? That's quality material.
Mine too.
I would just have my apartment stacked from floor to ceiling full of puzzles. That way when some schmuck comes over and he goes, oh wow, 1,000-piece puzzle of Chippewa Falls, that looks really difficult. I look at him going, it was.
Like a modern tin man, I don't have a heart. Though I appear to be one of you, I'm really not. Humanoid eats his breakfast. Humanoid gets to work on time. Humanoid has a house in the burbs. It's almost like being
I'm Jessamine Fitzpatrick. This is a piece that I wrote. What would the world be like? What would the world be like if women were safe? When I was 20, my grandmother told my mother I was too sexual for my own good. My college covered up another bout of rape charges, and I stopped ever apologizing for being a feminist. What would the world be like if women were safe? I want a world where someone will touch me when I'm on my period, where someone will kiss me after I blow him, go down on me like he loves it. I want a world where friends don't wake up at parties with strange men's hands sliding up their thighs. I want a world where I don't get emails with tips on how to prevent my own rape, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk to you about consent and masturbation and all of your fetishes, because silence feels like death to me, not mystery, and I'm done with it. And I want the chance to say yes, not just the right to say no, which I have. Give me a chance to say it. Believe me, there is nothing in this world more intoxicating, nothing that gets me hotter, makes me wetter. Yes, yes, ask me, and just maybe I will. What would the world be like if women were safe? I'm asking.
That was very powerful.
Thank you very much.
Now, was there, when you were creating that, was there something that you intended in the process where combining very graphic and evocative sexual imagery with the whole idea of women's safety? Was there something that you were setting up to evoke in the listener by sort of combining those two elements in the same piece?
You know, I don't think I don't want to sound all like hippy-dippy, but I don't think I actually thought of it that, I think that's a really interesting point. I don't think I thought of it that with that much self-awareness. The phrase, what would the world be like if women were safe, and now I'm really going to sell myself out as a hippie, is a phrase that I got from, I went to Burning Man, and at Burning Man, I don't know if people are familiar, but there's an artist who always does a famous really large statue of a woman, and she's normally in a different position. Sometimes it's some sort of dance-esque position, but it's huge. And written at the base of this massive statue of this beautiful woman is that phrase, what would the world be like if women were safe? And it's written in every language. And that's really where the piece came from. I saw that, and it was so beautiful, and it was a place where I felt so sexually alive and aware, and I saw that piece and that phrase in all the languages, and it just destroyed, I started weeping, and so then afterwards it just it kept repeating in my head, which is why it repeats in the piece, and the rest of it, I don't know, it was sort of charting what that phrase meant to me through my own history, sexual history.
It's sort of like a roller coaster-esque type of experience where, I'm like, oh my God, this is hot.
Yeah.
This is really sensual.
Yeah.
And then 2 seconds later, it brings me right back down, like slams the door on the sensuality of it, saying that, the sensuality can't take place until I feel free, until I feel empowered by some sort of
honesty.
Give as well as taking in responsive relationship.
I think that's a really important thing just to put out there, because again, I think so often people make the mistake of thinking that women, especially feminist women, that this fight against sexual violence or misogyny is very sort of prudish and not sensual. It's very structural and political, and it is those things, but I think for me it is that, right? It's this idea of, if the world was safe for women, how much more room for pleasure would there be for everybody, not just for, right? But I mean, it's that idea that this is not trying to shut something down. It's actually trying to open something up. That's the goal, I think, of feminism, my feminism at least, right?
No, I hear you. And there's just countless things that happen to us in our lives that turn us into various degrees of damaged goods, unfortunately, whether it be something that's sort of tragic and systematic or culturally ingrained in us as disrespecting people, whoever they might be, whatever foible or idiosyncratic thing or gender or color or whatever it is that people get unfairly persecuted about. But there's also things that just happen to us in our daily lives that cause us sometimes irreparable harm, and that force us almost to create barriers that block the inner self from feeling free to just connect with everything like we want to do on the inside. Well, it's great the way you explained it. That's really, it's deep and cool.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
All I can think about is
which is how Boy Scouts
what a first date would be with Flabby Hoffman.
Oh,
I mean, it would
she's
just
such a
be
flirt.
so interesting.
Because no one ever has a second
But this album's a lot about following your dreams. You know, whether
You
it
used
be
to have those
whatever
Flabby.
you want. It's a little cheesy,
Yes.
but we live in a world where we just nah. We don't save any time for ourselves. No time for
reflection.
No time for love. We're all just these
No time for
horrible
self-love.
prisoners, and even when we're not in a prison, we pay so much not to be in one. It's so pathetic how we treat each other. It's disgusting. What's hard about everything is the deliverance of the true moment of what you thought of it.
Absolutely. I know, I agree with that.
That's why it's so important to write about important things that mean something to you, and Don't worry if everyone's gonna make fun of you. Who cares? If you love it, it doesn't matter. So that's what's fun about the Baby Magic.
La Viagra can speak 4 different languages.
I am an opera singer, actually turned mariachi, so I can speak and I can sing to you in many languages.
Oh, so she's a cunning linguist.
Yes, she is.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Vicente Fox can only speak the language of love.
We are a good combination. I am La
I
Viagra.
speak Braille. I speak the language of love in Braille.
I'm sure you would like to run your hands over her body at some point.
Over him, actually.
At all points.
I'm sorry, no points, only curves. Sorry. Flabby, I have to say, I am liking very much your pencil-thin mustache. It reminds me of many of the operettas in which I sang.
Oh, yeah?
It's
He's
very
working on the Mustache Hall of Fame.
Well, you know, you can feel free to spend some extra time with the mustache if you like. Of course, I wouldn't have to accompany you.
I hear
you
it
can
gives
take the
pride.
mustaches available for.
He's such a charmer.
If you really want to, you know, cozy up to the mustache, you take him on one of those carriage rides down on Michigan Avenue.
I am sure he does not go on the caballos in Pilsen. They're so abundant there. Next to the chicken fights.
By the way, on today's show, I've got a wide array of fabulous stuff coming up on the show. Claude Debussy is stopping by to premiere his latest etude called Prelude to a Quaalude.
Woo!
The stars from the upcoming Christmas-themed Star Trek movie, The Wreath of Khan, are stopping by to talk about the pending release and to promote their new music CD, The Wrath of Shaka Khan, and their scandal-plagued appearance at San Diego's legendary Wrath of Comic-Con. And on today's Back Alley Butchers segment, we're going to have not one, not two, but 16 live back alley style abortions performed by the Radio Extravaganzo's resident quack physician, Dr. Nimbus, using nothing more than a bottle of Drano and a toilet plunger.
Can I get in on that one?
The back alley abortion?
Yeah.
What was that number?
Maybe we should give away some stuff. All right, the third caller calling in wins a free date with Darren Marshall to the bathroom of their choice anywhere in Skokie, Illinois. At the brothel, is it first served, first come? All right, so this is seen from our favorite movie here, the Flabby Hoffman Radio Extravaganzo.
Spartacus.
Pays homage to Spartacus.
Should we have? We should have some theme music for this.
You got anything? Anything like Romanesque or statuesque or Rubenesque, in the absence of all that. From Spartacus, it's the infamous scene between Crassus and Antoninus.
I'll be Crassus.
Right, exactly.
Flabby. You have been since you got here. Yeah. Hey, Flabby, do you eat oysters?
When I have them, master.
Do you eat snails, Flabby? My tastes include both snails and oysters.
There it is!
Man,
Riveting. You know, I asked this of a lot of our guests. What are some of your least important influences in your music? Deacon actually is a good friend of Rick Perry and actually has him on the phone. Actually got him on the phone for you.
Really?
Guys, yeah.
Well, let's go to Governor Rick Perry. Governor Perry, are you there, please?
Yeah, hi. How are you? I'm here. I'm Governor Rick Perry.
Tell us the 3 things that most upset you about this incident yesterday in Austin.
Well, first of all, being asked about it really pisses me off because I just don't see why anybody, and I love the Deacon dearly, and I do really,
I love you too, Governor. Sounds to me like Governor, like you've let your hair down.
Well, no, I haven't, but what I have done is I got these new glasses, these pretty new glasses, and I really think that it accentuates my new butch image, and that's what I'm trying to feature now. And really what I think that the press should be focused on is a butch image coming from Rick Perry in preparation for 2016, girls. Here we come. Next question.
Do you remember? I asked you for 3 points the things that most upset you. Do you remember what they are?
No, I do not, and I resent the fact that I'm expected to be able to count up to the number 3. Is Facebook the modern day equivalent of the House Un-American Activities Committee?
I wish I knew more about politics. Is that political? What is that? What is that?
Is Facebook still around? McCarthy, Senator McCarthy, the anti-communist witch hunt thing.
Okay.
Dick Nixon, Alger Hiss.
that kind of thing.
Flabby
I don't know any
Flabby
about
Hoffman.
this stuff. You guys want to talk about weed?
Oh yeah.
All right, well, there
Is Facebook more enjoyable while on weed?
Well, everything is, don't you know?
I have another theory about the reason why dogs hump your leg, and that's like really the only place that they hump, is because inside your leg, right there where they're humping, is the femur, which is the longest bone in the human body. So they sense that big, fat, juicy bone, and they're like, bone time, ladies and gentlemen. They're really humping the big, fat bone. They're like, oh, God, what a bone. Man, it's a bone. This bone is driving me.
Double bone. Sounds like my prom.
Right. Bill Cosby's been putting his pops where it just don't belong.
I think we have to say allegedly.
Albert's fatty. All right, so this song is called
Albert's Fatty.
Please God Make It Stop. And it's dedicated to the Southside Tanya Vega.
To all the bands I've never loved before.
Life is an endless parade of delicate beauty and joy, loveliness and tranquility, kindness and love. I can't see it! I can't see it! Right there! Please, God! Please! Make it stop!
And I really feel that artful endeavors such as this and comedy and laughter are healing experiences. And I can say that because I have 2 forms of cancer in the last 4 years and survived, and I'm here to talk about it. And
That's awesome.
And it's part of the book is my bucket list, which if anything makes you get off your butt and do something, it's your it's a diagnosis like that. So
you're talking about your bucket list. Was coming on the Flabby show part of your bucket list?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you can scratch that off today. Yeah. Amen. The Lord making a way out of no way.
What's your favorite meal that you'd have if you were your last meal? What meal? We were talking about this earlier, but we never actually got.
We were talking about if it was your last meal.
We never actually got any examples of what the last meal would be. I myself, I'd go for rice-a-roni.
Oh, the San Francisco treat.
San Francisco treat.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wouldn't, if they could do it, double the vermicelli.
Double down on that vermicelli.
Yeah. Vermicelli.
Now, it better be some big ass Texas ribeye.
Oh,
yeah.
Medium well, big
Texas
potato,
ass.
whole 9 yards.
It's funny that they should choose a meal as the last thing to give you before you can choose your last piece of ass. Don't you think that, I mean, why should it be all up to the foodies? Why not give them an option to choose, what's your last piece of ass? What would you have, Tanya Vega, if their choice was not a last meal?
I don't think she wants some weird white dude, Flabby.
But to have a last piece of ass.
Well, let's see. It depends on the white dude.
I have a quiz here prepared specifically for Acoustic Rescue Unit. To put all of you up against each other to find out which one of you is the most intelligent member of your particular musical outfit.
Whoa, wow, that's asking a lot, Flabby.
Well,
why do you gotta
test
them? Why do you gotta test them like
because
that?
life is all about being tested. You should know that more than anybody.
Oh, you can't testify unless you've been tested.
Thank you very much. I have an incredible announcement to make here. It is 2:15 on the radio show right now.
Yes.
And the schedule for the radio show, what does it say as the time slot for Pink Monkey?
2:15.
We've ever been on schedule ever in the history of the Flabby Hoffman radio show. What a momentous occasion!
Did you know that dolphins, along with humans, are the only mammals in the world that have sex for pleasure?
I can't even say that I have it for pleasure.
I mean, right? I have
you
it.
gotta pay for it though.
I have it for validation.
things, basically, you know, in 5 words or less about the state of American culture today.
Fucked. Oh, we're completely fucked. We're fucked.
We're completely fucked.
We're fucked.
Oh yeah, we're fucked.
We're fucked.
Humanity as a whole is completely, utterly, definitely, entirely fucked.
We're fucked! Well, we're fucked.
We're fucked.
We're fucked. Fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked! Just once again, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, we're completely fucked.
Totally 100% USDA fucked.
We're fucked.
We're fucked.
Once again,
There's
fucked.
no competition.
Once again, fucked.
All right, look at it this way. Our culture is a complete cesspool. Your average American reads at a 4th grade level. A 4th grade level. They're barely on hop on pop right now. And those people are our future.
Top drawer.
This is a unique time because information is wide open for all of us. And it's basically up to us. If, you know, it's there to be found if you want to find it. If you want to wake yourself up, you can do it.
Okay, let me put this a different way. The fact is, folks, if you have something to say, say it.
In the words of Rocky IV, if I can change, then you can change, then we all can change.
You know, I was working on this one puzzle, and it was a puzzle of deer, right? And these deer are sitting by a river. And, you know, this is a particularly difficult puzzle because not only are you dealing with the deer standing by the river, but you also are dealing with the river and the reflections that are bouncing off the river.
You were the first person to ever survive sudden infant death syndrome 3 times, if I remember correctly, is it?
It was 3.5, actually.
Oh, okay. Well,
And then,
it's still an impressive number.
I had the croup for 17 years. I've only recently gotten over that, thanks
Which
to
is why that you
smoking,
became,
mostly.
once you went to Vegas and you became a croupier.
Yes, and also Cher's hairdresser, obviously.
Does anyone have any orange slices? After the first day of shooting, we had to go on a 26-month hiatus because I got hired to shoot a documentary miniseries for PBS on anal seepage.
All right, so what's my motivation for this scene? I mean, where are we in the context of the bigger picture? This particular scene. I mean, how much should I play this more outgoing or more reserved, or should I be, you know, more?
I think it should be more authentic. In a world without the gas can, the survivors would envy the dead. I complained that my bitches weren't making bank until I met a pimp that had no bitches. Who's the guy got to blow around here to get some orange slices? My nickname in college was nickname.
The radio show has got a lot of cool music. That's if you're into cool music and not that kind of heartless stuff.
I knew that a love felt like this before. I would have my heart broke a million more. If I knew it meant you'd be here in my life. Go on, you'll find your way. Go on, you'll find your way.
Hey there, I've been thinking about my old
and now it's falling to the floor. Just like a lizard, I'll stay alive while colors are growing old.
How long ago? Just last spring. Is it coasting? Cause I'm not boasting about my new novel. It's not finished yet, but it will be. It's about me. How many pages have I done? Not many, but lots of character description.
Well, when you gonna bring your mother down? Ah, when you gonna bring your mother down? When you bring your mother down, gonna tear right off this town. Baby, when you bring your mother down? When your mama
walked along the gypsy highway, stopped in bodegas on the boulevard, and I've been worshiping at the altar late nights, living hard. And I got this body and it's tired of me, needs some better weather, needs some sleep. Got this body and it's tired of me, so I'm wandering till I set my body free. Well, I kissed your lips, they're just the same. Holy sweet angel, got a man in old time, here we go again.
says, gotta finish what we started.
Well, if you had enough to fill up a sleigh, we'll crack the whip and we'll be on our way. 'Cause all I really, really wanted to say is Merry Christmas to you, So if you can't keep up the cheer all the while, or the spirit going mile after mile, well, I'd be happy just to see you smile. Merry Christmas to you. Anyway, Merry Christmas to you. Anyway, Merry Christmas to you. Ooh, anyway.
Tied are the branches of the willow tree. Weary thoughts are draping over everything I see. Lazy clouds forming where the moon peers out and smiles. I haven't thought about you for a while. Drink for the sinners, drink for the saints. Preacher man said, I can't be saved. Keep them back astray, and there's wine for the day. What they say when life exceeds, danger will come. Oh, it'll come, yeah. I believe that we should feed the hungry, but the politicians need to release the money. They rather spend it elsewhere on things like war, they just don't care. The media is a tool for hypnosis. Every day they are pumping you full of doses. I'm just trying to show you the freedom that you don't know. Yeah, yeah. Don't have to ask about me, 'cause I will tell you all about me. Proper introductions are in order. I'm giving you the chance to get to know me. Get to know me. Proper introductions are in order. I'm giving you the chance to get to know me. Get to know me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh and I'll tell you everything that you need to be knowing about me. I will tell you that I live my life to make sure that you have every single civil liberty that's due to you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Whoa! Fist from Fury!
I want to capture the heart of the intense music scene. But all I got was pancreas.
Worlds. Vanish.
In return for sacrificing a large part of their dignity, all the guests got a fantabulous party gift for being on the show from Flabby. Andrew's leaving. He's gonna.
Oh, he is? Andrew, before you go, I'd like to give you this wonderful gift as a remuneration of your regaling us with your knowledge, humor,
Or
and
just your
insight. Please enjoy this wonderful, from the Speed Racer collection, is a deck of Speed Racer playing cards, die cut around the Speed Racer. Oh, he's not going to stay with us longer.
I am going to stay only long enough to tell you that this is the best gift I have ever received.
Oh! Warm and fuzzy moment.
You gotta go.
I got these adhesive bandages featuring the board game Operation.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Let's vote that one.
10 sterile badges.
Well, you know, I'm in the
Bandages.
medical field during the day, so yeah.
Are you really?
Cool.
There you go. Oh, well, there you go. Perhaps that is the gift that's the most appropriate.
You can
Oh,
be
okay.
a nurse.
If I can find it. Oh, here we go. See the guy here on the thing? He's got the bulging eyes and the red round clown nose for some reason of the operation, only presaging how much of a joke the American health system would become after the invention of this board game. And by the way, just as an aside, the person who invented the board game Operation and sold it to whoever the heck, Milton Bradley or whatever, got something like $12,000 as a one-time fee for the Operation board game, and died because he couldn't afford a life-saving operation. So that's irony. But I've got this matching set of glasses to help you actually look like the guy from the Operation game with his clown nose and bulging eye thingy, magnifying eye thingy. As a package, a showcase.
Oh wow!
Odyssey.
I've not seen it. It's the first time.
Please enjoy this wonderful Caesar the Courageous Cicada, inflatable giant cicada.
That is awesome.
For Miss Nikki, I have this wonderful prize, which is sure to astound and confound each and every person that you show it to throughout the rest of your life. Please enjoy this wonderful, tiny little coconut bra.
I'd like to thank the Academy for thinking that I can possibly get either one of my knockers into this thing.
Please enjoy this wonderful gift, the gift that keeps on giving. It is cock-flavored soup! This wonderful gift is sure to be the envy of all the ladies in the women's lockup the next time you get sent up the river to do a 3 to 5 stretch for breaking and entering.
I do well there.
Please enjoy this set of pornographic trading cards.
You know how much I love naked women.
I do. Please enjoy this wonderful prize. It's a pack of Nihilist chewing gum.
Excellent.
Nihilist chewing gum, the chewing gum with no flavor. Before you leave, I have a couple of parting gifts that I'd like to give to you that are sure to provide you with fun and excitement for many years to come. First of all, for the lady of the franchise, I'd like to present this wonderful Tinkerbell wallet.
Thank you so much.
And for Vicente Fox, si, senor. I would like to present you this wonderful gift, which is sure to, well, you'll figure out a way to use it and have fun with it. Please enjoy this wonderful pair of hemostats, surgical hemostats. I can trim my pubic hair. Please enjoy this wonderful gigantic mustache. Gigantic mustache is guaranteed to add 10% more sexual pleasure in the boudoir.
Wow.
And then I have prizes for you before you leave. First of all, for Vic, the bodyguard / guitarist / drummer / political theorist, and I have this wonderful Green Lantern Pez dispenser.
Oh, that's the best gift yet.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the Ryan Reynolds
Is
version.
it because he's a big guy?
If it is, I apologize.
I don't care.
Good point.
A pair of fuzzy dice. Nikki, for you to hang off the rearview mirror. I don't have a car for you in the prize set, unfortunately, but I can get you started with your own very private set of fuzzy dice.
Wow, I hope you don't roll a 7 with those.
All right. May you never come up craps.
Yeah.
Please enjoy this Babar the Elephant action figure.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Then for the percussionist, I have a Mr. Snuffleupagus party favor, where you blow on the thing and it turns into the trunk
Milky
of Mr.
really needs a
Snuffleupagus.
bigger trunk. She doesn't have a trunk at all
There you
right
go.
now, so.
Wow.
There won't be a truncated trunk for you.
Wow, the percussion is really raking it
And
in
then
there.
I've got these glow-in-the-dark hair extensions.
Oh my god!
For you.
These are so beautiful.
Wow.
That looks so gorgeous.
gorgeous.
You are blessed by the best.
Now, and then for our winner, ladies and gentlemen, we have this wonderful prize, which is sure to be the Spark. In fact, this prize was sold to me under the guarantee that it can turn even the dullest of parties into the wildest gangbang of your life. Please enjoy this wonderful, handy pocket guide to field dressing a deer.
All right.
Enjoy this wonderful gift is sure to provide you with warmth and comfort on those long Chicago winter nights when the little black book just doesn't pay off the way it used to. Please enjoy from Star Trek The Next Generation is a Guinan action figure. Whoopi Goldberg.
That is Whoopi.
Oh my God.
Dynamic brilliance of a Whoopi Goldberg who couldn't be happy with something. This wonderful gift, which is the gift of knowledge, the gift that keeps on giving. Please enjoy this wonderful poster of Mars.
I love that.
Wow.
Featuring,
Best one ever.
Featuring Mars. Olympus Mons and Vallis Marineris, which is one of my favorite Italian
Make it sound
dishes.
delicious and dirty all at once.
There, I have this.
I was wondering.
This giant plastic section of wall featuring all these weird Egyptian hieroglyphics and pharaohs and whatnot. It's
That
really
is worth
weird,
something.
crazy.
We used to
have things like that on
And then for the singer, I've got for you a Ronald Reagan bookmark. There you
always
go.
envied that.
How much fun is that?
Hey everybody, let's do the lap dog. You're in the zone. Give that dog a bone. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
About the finale with the cameras. Come on, you guys.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. I can wait if you need me to. The finale with the boxer shorts and the mini cameras peeking out of the pee hole. Did you get the mini cameras yet? Or the mini cameras, are they ready?
That's my friend that deals in
the guy with the thing.
Yeah, he's working on something where we can tie something in with some smartphones, like a monitoring system and.
Oh yeah, that's the guy with the thing about the thing too, and he's got the side thing.
He's got the South American connection, but he
the Peruvian marching powder.
Well, that, but he also deals in SPF. You know, not the sunscreen stuff, but you know, the spruce pine fir.
Oh. Well, we got to get him in right away.
What I've been trying to tell you.
We got to get the spruce pine firs. Is pivotal to the climax of the first orgasm scene.
Listen, man, I don't know if you realize how hard I'm working on this picture, man.
I wouldn't realize that at all. No, I don't realize that.
I'm occupied pretty much at least 18 to 20 hours a day.
With one thing or another.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
No, usually several things and another.
Oh. It shows. I've seen the dailies on the movie, and I got to tell you, it's brilliant. I haven't seen anything.
I'm gonna age 15 years making this picture.
You'd be lucky if you got away with only aging 15 years while you're finishing this movie. In fact, I would be lucky if you finished this movie in less than 15 years. I think you probably literally aged 15 years while trying to finish this movie at the pace that we're going.
Well, I didn't say finishing it, I said making it.
Oh.
I'm gonna probably age a couple more years finishing it.
Well, that's good. I mean, I'm glad to hear that because, you know, with age comes wisdom. And we're going to need a lot of wisdom for a movie like this is wisdom-centric.
Well, I mean, like, what's the goal,
Wisdom
man?
central.
I mean, is the goal about meeting some kind of deadline, or is the goal...
The goal is all about meeting the deadline. I want to get rid of all the extraneous content and all the super-duper action sequences and the car chase scene. That guy's go right in the dumper. We need to
But
focus
the car chase scene was
exclusively.
making a political statement, man.
Well, we need to focus specifically on the early completion of the movie. That's the focus of
What
this
about
movie.
the scene?
This movie is all
But
about
you do know-
completing the movie.
All right. But the gasoline leak, that scene, we gotta refilm that.
Well, I know that the gasoline leak scene holds a special place in your heart.
Because here's what I wanted to do is I wanted to
know
have
that-
the whole lot, that whole entire field. That's like what, 4 or 5 city
cubic
lots.
centimeters.
No, those are, but look, I want them soaked in gasoline. I want people to catch the scope of just how big a spill this is.
Right. I think that we should do that scene and combine it with a montage of people having sexual encounters with large barnyard animals. And by large, I mean something in the neighborhood of cow or bigger. And I
But
think
not actually.
that's the key to the highway here for us. That's bang zoom to the moon, Alice.
I
all over again in sepia tone.
See, I think it should be like the animals should almost be like
the animals are integral to the part.
The animals should be like ambiguous about how involved they are. Like, the cow is green lighting me. No, it's not. Is it, wait, I think that, no, it's not.
Does no mean no?
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Just because we can't,
I'm right there with
I don't
you.
want to be too obvious
I'm
with
on
anything.
the same page with you
Right.
about whatever it was that we were just talking about, which
And
it somehow
at the same
escapes me
time-
right now because I'm still thinking about the focus of this movie, which is completing the movie as fast as possible, which is the whole centerpiece, the center of gravity of this movie. What it's really at the heart of this movie, what it's trying to say to the viewer is we did everything that we could to finish this movie as fast as
We're
possible.
gonna have to stop worrying about, did this coverage? Do we have coverage on that? Did we shoot every scene? Hey,
Did we get any
movie
close-ups of any of the actors while
what
they're
a
still
director's cut
awake?
is? You know what a director's cut is? They're longer,
Are we
right?
talking about-
Because everything ends
Is
up.
that a Jewish thing?
Listen, I make movies. Now, some would say that showbiz. I don't know from showbiz. I love Yiddish words, but I use them in the wrong places at the wrong times. I mix my phrases up, even.
The deer are like a symbol of the puzzle's strength. Their antlers are the strength and the core of the puzzle. You just can't do a puzzle without understanding its core and understanding its strength.
This song, I'd like everybody to sing along together on this particular song. It's really a deeply heartfelt and spiritual number that is sure to provide our listeners with a tremendously empowering sense of satisfaction and enlightenment.
Are you going to do that on the radio?
Yes. And this song, I would like everybody to join in with me and sing along on the song, and it's called Eddie Vedder Sucks.
Somebody find what those would be.
Eddie Vedder sucks. Eddie Vedder sucks. Everybody! Eddie Vedder sucks.
Horrible, man!
Eddie Vedder sucks.
That's why he's the Cubs representative.
Now let's try a little word association with you, Ricky.
I look
Ricky
forward
March.
to this.
All right, here we go. Word number 1. Deliverance.
Cheesecake.
Last night.
Squeal like a pig. How about squeal like a pig?
Guacamole sculptures.
Chocolate cheesecake.
Again, last night.
Spermicidal jelly.
Yesterday's cheesecake.
Again, last night. Robbie, you have a camera in our bedroom.
Stick figure pornography.
What? Again.
Sex with people in concentration camps.
Larry, would it be all right if I gave you all Flabby Hoffman names so it would make it a little easier on me?
Sure.
All right, Larry. First, I think I'm gonna rename you Icky Woods.
We just were talking about him out there. Woods. Woods in the house. He did the dance about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, he hit the lottery. Should I call you Icky Woods?
He hit the lottery. No, but I'm good at practicing the dance.
Oh, can you do the Icky Shuffle?
Yes.
Can you do it for us here on the Icky Shuffle just a little bit?
Oh, yeah!
It's the Icky Shuffle, yeah! He's got the Icky Shuffle down to that, ladies and gentlemen. Katie, have you ever seen or been a huge fan or perhaps even obsessing with the movie Spartacus? Do you like sweaty, greased up gladiator men and movies about their lives?
Why is every episode of this show always comes down to
I don't want nothing
Flabby?
sweaty. I don't want nothing sweaty. Might have to bathe it.
Right now I'm working on
what, Flabby?
a new adult-oriented motion picture that is going to be on the IMAX. First porno IMAX.
At the aquarium, yeah, we know.
Exactly. And it's Bone and the Barbarian. Of course, we're working on that one. We'll possibly add Mama to the train. It's another one that I'm and my own personal life story done in 60 seconds.
We do have a caller, by the way.
Oh, we've got a
Not
caller.
the 45th caller, but we have a caller. Caller, thanks for calling. Go ahead and give your name, please.
Hi guys, this is Boom Boom.
How are you?
We miss you, Boom Boom.
How are you? I'm a little hungover this morning.
Were you praying too much?
Afternoon, right?
Well, that's better than being overly hung. I guess.
I'm gonna say actually that's incorrect.
Oh.
You sound very voluptuous and vivacious.
I was at the strip club all night last night, so I am just.
Were you making it hail?
But
Boom Boom, are you a stripper?
What? Who?
I am.
Okay. Oh my gosh. What is the strip club like on Father's Day? Is it intense?
Oh, well, there's a lot of daddies there.
I don't like this terminology, stripper. It's sex industry worker.
And one more, the World Trade Center.
Window washer.
Boring building. It was It was. I mean, I was from New York.
It's a bold statement.
No, like don't get me wrong.
Were you alive during the?
Yes, I was. and I specifically remember feeling terrible because while it was a tragedy, I had spent the like 10 years I'd lived up until then going, man, the World Trade Center is just a boring fucking building. And then
Whoa.
You're gonna get on a watch list first of all.
Man, I'm
that
sorry.
kind of
listening.
And your mother is listening.
We're very sorry, Mrs. Berman.
Could we get Mrs. Berman to call in?
Yes.
Where's Ross? Rossi!
Rossi!
Is it you?
Rossi!
So sorry.
I taught you better than that to swear on the TV.
Rossi, put down the guitar. You're never gonna make any money. Not with the
be
guitar.
like your brother. Go be like your brother and get a nice law degree.
No.
Do anything with that. You can play your music with your law degree. It's no problem.
You are now a prostitute about to get nailed from behind. Love is blind. Your mind right down the toilet goes. The only thing that grows is the lie. You were easy to buy. All that and a bag of chips. You trade anything for a picket fence.
So we had a problem at the radio station. We were about to shut things down. There were we lost our lease, basically, at the space that we do the radio show at, and we all feared that it was going to be the end of the beloved Flabby Hoffman Radio Extravaganzo. Mr. Bitch, I'm sorry to bother you, and I know that, believe me, I know that you don't like people like us, and you don't like the radio show at all, and but we're desperate. The radio station's about to close down. If we don't get more money soon, the radio station could just completely collapse, and we have nowhere else to turn. And like I said, I know you don't respect us and who we are and everything like that, but I was wondering if maybe you could, I know you've got deep pockets. I was wondering, could you help bail us out? Because I don't think we're going to make it without it.
Flabby, I'm not here to help you succeed. I'm here to make sure you never succeed. Flabby. Let me give you some topping for that shortcake.
I got tanked up one time on paraffin wax, and I got the idea to do a fundraiser for the radio station.
I got a bunch of acts together, and I talked to the powers that be here at the station. They gave me 2-week heads up to be able to put a lineup together, and they gave me between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. on a Saturday evening to try and get some kind of show together, which, for those of you who don't know, 2 weeks out on a show on a Saturday evening between 6 and 8 p.m. is, let's just call it a daunting challenge. And we set the goal at $10,000. That was the amount that we wanted to raise.
We now return you to the Flabathon, the inaugural Flabby Hoffman fundraiser, simulcast on AM radio and televised live over the web as we try to raise money to save Q4 Radio. A wide variety of glitterati and perverts are here to entertain you and get you to get until it hurts. Or until someone gets hurt, whichever comes first. Good morning, everybody.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
looking for some people to step up as leaders.
It's not hard.
here. I mean, look at yourself in the mirror and say, do you want this type of entertainment to continue free on the air? I mean, you know, or do you want to have to listen to commercials on the radio? Now's the time to think about it. And do you want this type of entertainment to continue? Do you want a Flabby Hoffman in your life? But we have a lot of bands here to support Flabby. So, I mean, these good people are taking time out of their evenings to do this. So, the least you could do is donate. And remember, the Lord loves a cheerful giver.
You kinda always knew from the start. When they started telling you were thinking too hard. Shouldn't take it so seriously. Well, they're only destroying the whole world in the sea now. You never had it so good, and they never had it so good either. You all saw it, man. We had a gun. You all saw it, baby. We had underwear, boy. Pick up that gun. Run. You were yours, me were mine. That night at the bar, I thought we had a really good time. You and your cigarette breath, my lips were like wine. This will always be on my mind. My lips are yours, your heart to mine. And it does always beat that naturally out of time. Cause for me it's the first time to go this far. I'll tell you something, I know you just might leave a scar. You made it easy to be right next door. I made it easy for me to sit right down and talk to you. Made it so easy.
Sorry if I'm not the sharpest tonight. I may have done one too many bong loads. Jonathan Bong in the men's bathroom back there, very generous comer. If anyone, he's heavy comer.
It's the holiday season, and I was out shopping, and I saw that Tim McGraw's got his own cologne out, and I always wanted to know what racism smelled like.
Everybody's dead, everybody's dead, everybody's dead, everybody's dead. And Brendan Fraser remains the strongest man in the world. Only he has killed a mummy. So, oh, Brendan Fraser, come to my birthday party. And there on that fateful summer afternoon began a trip to the center of the earth. And as he thrust his Canadian soul through the mantle of our precious planet and penetrated all the forms of clay beneath
He came in contact with the Morlocks, and the Eloi stood proud and laughed. Ooh, the earth, we laugh like this. Thank you.
This is hour number 347 of the Flabathon, ladies and gentlemen.
Flabathon continues.
The Flabathon continues. We're now into the marathon asshole of the last leg of the Flabathon. We got 2 more comics, though. Well, we're getting ready for the Flabby Hoffman Trio is coming back for a finale, a capper. The cherry on your Sunday, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't come from a super tolerant family, but I think that that word is weird anyway, right? Like tolerance, like to use that to describe like not actively wanting to kill like a whole group of people. It's like kind of lazy, right? Like I would more use it to describe how my body reacts to like cheese. Like I tolerate cheese, not like I tolerate Albanians.
We are comedians. We are independent musicians. Please. And I have a son that's 25 that needs money. Otherwise, his weed guy is going to kick his ass.
Coming out of my mouth. Mrs. Robinson, are you trying to seduce me? How did all of you people get in my living room? I love the smell of napalm in the morning! Napalm! Napalm! Where's the napalm I ordered?
I want my napalm. Napalm!
Second talent, ladies and gentlemen.
Money-wise, we started out with nothing, then gained 50 cents, and ended up with just over $100 and 50 cents.
So people keep asking me how the radio station telethon went. And unfortunately, we only raised $100 at the event, $75 online. 50 of it was for Rufus's red suit.
That misunderstanding about the collection plate, when they thought like I'd taken something off the top, that there was some sort of misappropriation. And those allegations were wild. I disavow all that completely. None of that ever occurred. All that money was properly accounted for, and I can assure you of that.
I guess the grand total was like $175, which I know was not spectacular, but I mean, considering the scenario, it probably more than we could have expected. I mean, you're talking like 6 o'clock in the evening with no promo, no setup, no ahead of time notice. I mean, it's lucky we got as far as we did. It turns out that we found this out later, the venue didn't actually have anything else going on that night, so we could have had a much bigger show, much bigger crowd, more bands, all that kind of stuff. A little more ahead of time planning. It turns out the station was supposed to show up and sell concessions. We never saw them. So it's it's the stuff you put up with at this level. It's just this kind of stuff happens, but you can't let it get you down. Gotta keep going, see what you can do, and continue going forward.
We wound up coming just a wee bit short. Now I really don't know what's going to happen. Even if the radio station does have to shut down, we did everything that we could in order to be able to make a statement, and we'll eventually land on our feet somewhere, even if it's ham radio. What we're doing here is we're not going to give in to their mainstream media anymore. We're not going to give in to their mainstream culture and let them dictate who they think that we should be to be who we really wind up being. From now on, we're going to create our own mediaverse, our own way of expressing ourselves, our own objective truth, and we're going to use that within the web, within radio shows like this, to rebuild our own means of communication with an honesty and integrity that's dedicated to the people who try their very best to advance the cause of human sacrifice and justice.
What happened? I don't know what went wrong. Oh, Flabby, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. That one band was good, though. Don't remember the name. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I mean, what the hell? What can we do? We gotta save Q4 radio. I just don't know anymore. I'm out of mixer. I don't have any olives. God damn it. See what I'm saying? No. Okay, Dr. Johnson said just to try to count down from 100. Okay. It doesn't mean it's the end. I really could go anywhere. There's all kinds of movies that, last minute, the shining guy in armor comes down and saves the day. Of course, that's Hollywood, and our whole thing is to be against mainstream media and not do that. So I guess that's all a bunch of BS, isn't it? But still, who knows? One day can make all the difference in the world. It really is up in the air if you think about it. And I try anymore. I try not to think about it too much. Mother said, never to have dreams.
Giggle Hauser and Bitch Cassidy and Bitch Cassidy and Barnyard Animals.
Pee Wee Sperman, producer of the Flabby Hoffman Radio Extravagonzo. I don't particularly even like the show. I don't get half the jokes. I just run the board.
Are you getting laid off, or are you off getting laid? Do hair boys believe in love at second sight?
Gotta wake up somehow. Yeah, so I was I don't know, where was Flabby? Actually, Flabby and I, we never met. We never actually met.
Can't build it all, but he needs to build a covenant relationship with the Lord. I gotta get my mind right. I gotta get my mind right. And I gotta get in position for my job. And I pray up from there. And they say, Deacon, you gotta come to the studio with the Holy Ghost machine gun and gun them all down in the name of the Lord.
Oh, yeah, can you do me a screenshot of the boob flopping part?
Nothing wrong.
I don't think they had that in it.
Blowing my mind, driven to tears, trying so hard. I've been waiting for years. No matter what I do, hard I try, it's getting tougher and tougher for me to get by. Searching for above while feeling below. Power of yes in my hour of now. Searching for above while feeling below. Power of yes in my hour of now. Yeah. Searching for above while feeling below. The power of yes in my power of now. Searching for above while feeling below. The power of yes in my hour of now. Confidence and peace of mind. So hard to search for, so hard to find. And when you wear your heart on your sleeve, you get beaten down for what you believe. Don't give up, don't give in. The act of trying is how you win. Yeah.
forgot the line. What's the line?